So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Johnson on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good for a touchdown.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier. Montez Sweat.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
53, check 53. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson again. This is Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Texans 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
The next drive coming up here for the Washington offense, 1-3 through 4 weeks of the season. Now, week 4, tough one against Baltimore. A lot of people thought they would just get blown out of the water. They hung tough but lost 31-17. Terry McLaurin, he's been playing well, over 100 yards again for the 2nd time, but still some inconsistencies there. The offense ranking near the bottom of the league, and the deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st down, Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Good carry and pickup for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Landon Cooks. 40 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of
and the key number on that play, 3.
First down.
Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for Logan Thomas, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They go play action now. Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Haskins on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington has retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, the Houston Texans, Charles, we got to talk about what's going on with them this year. 0-4. Remember, back-to-back defending AFC South champions, but first time they've been winless through 4 games since 2008. They fall to the Vikings in a matchup of 0-3 teams in Week 4. But much of their problems, they're coming on the defensive side of the ball. They're last in the NFL against the run through 4 weeks, as Dalvin Cook ate him up in Week 4, and plus CD through 4 games, they have not had a single takeaway of any kind.
And they've talked about it, and they've talked about it. They've talked about repping it in practice and doing extra drills and being conscious of it, and they still haven't been able to take the ball away from any of their opponents. Plus, as you noted, people are running the football against them, especially in the second half of games, especially in the fourth quarter. They've got to get this thing figured out. They're out of time because the last 0-4 team to make the playoffs, the then San Diego Chargers in 1992. Stan Humphries, where have you gone? This week, though, they host a one-win Jacksonville team. Something's got to give.
53's the mark. 53.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fuller. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 41-yard line.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5.
Haskins pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At the 25-yard line, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
To throw is Watson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Texans 10. Dustin Hopkins to kick
The
off.
Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they start the second half with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
53 to mark. 53. Check 53.
Watson on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
What a play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
And here comes the Texans now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. If we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? Would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
17. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 20.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Antonio Gibson.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here comes Carter. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
And with that, let's look ahead to Week 5, Charles. Some of the big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks, the 3-1 Chicago Bears. That's Brady versus Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis at Cleveland, one of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They come off their first win. They go to Seattle, who's 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 54. 53. Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back now in Houston.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
First and 10.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Houston set to take over. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Kevin Pierre-Louis.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Room here to run. There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 94 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude, there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And right away, he'll look to throw.
Screen play, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency, got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Antonio Gibson.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
The tackle made
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
First down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They run the counter. It's Gibson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
McKinney on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses?